Okay, well, welcome everybody to our Sunday night team Zoom. We do this Zoom every Sunday night for the BIT group. For those of you who are new, BIT group stands for what? Let's unmute. Let's tell everybody real quick what BIT
Billionaires
stands
in
for.
Billionaires in
training.
training.
Billionaires
Billionaires
in
in
Billionaires
training.
training.
in
Billionaires
training.
in training.
That's right, billionaires in training. And that's not just about our bank accounts, you guys. Billionaires in our thinking, billionaires in our habits, billionaires in our actions. We are billionaires in training. So we want you to know the team that you are a part of, feel proud about it, and let's expand people in a big way, expand this team because people rise up and get better when they are part of the BIT group. And so, as we do this Zoom every Sunday night, we go over updates and recognition and tips for business building, announcements, everything our team needs to build and grow together and become a even more successful team. So tonight we are going to start with our wins. Okay, we're going to start by sharing wins. Now, before I open it up for wins, and I want as many people as possible to participate, so we're going to have to rapid fire and just do it real quick. No time for long stories, just a win for you, wins or for a team member. It doesn't matter, but we're going to share those wins. But we're intentional in everything that we do. And I want you to understand that as I am leading these Zooms and training and maybe doing videos for you guys, it isn't just about the information that I'm giving to you. I'm really training you to be a leader. I'm training you to think better. I'm training you to help others, to train others. And so let me tell you why we are going to start with wins because it's really important. So it's three things that wins do that I want you to write down. Number one, wins ignite belief. Because when you hear people sharing something that's a win for them, it reminds us all that success is real and success is available to everyone. It's not just for one certain person or people at a certain rank. And so it's going to ignite your belief. And it's your belief that creates the fact. So building that belief is very important. So it's important for you to hear wins. It's important for you to share wins. And then us starting with wins helps to raise our energy. So why is energy important? Why is it important to raise the energy? Because like wins are contagious. The energy that it creates is very contagious. It creates a frequency and a raising of the vibration. So when we celebrate together, we as a team, we raise the team's vibration. And when the energy rises, results follow. And so you want to be a part of a winning team. You want to be a part of a team that gets results, that's going great places. And so everybody sharing their wins and igniting that fire, excitement, and enthusiasm helps the whole team. And then the third thing that wins do is it reminds us that progress is more than just a rank. So sometimes when I ask people to share wins, they think like it has to be something big, amount of money that somebody made or a rank that you reached. And that's fine if that is something that you want to share. But sometimes the biggest win could be showing up consistently. Maybe being consistent has been a challenge for you. But all last week you were on it. You did the things that you needed to do, your IPAs, your income producing activities consistently. That's a win. Maybe a win is you step outside of your comfort zone. That's a win. Maybe a win is you had a powerful conversation that really stretched your faith in what you could do and your belief level. That's a win. You guys get that? So, win is more than just a rank. All those things and more are wins. So, we're going to do maybe about 3 or 4 minutes worth of wins. So, no dead spaces, guys. Just unmute. I want y'all to fight to be able to share your energy for your wins. I see Cass and already unmuted. Go ahead, Cass.
Yes, yes. So, well, I completed 21 days consecutively of doing Facebook Live videos. 21 days completed. I also just had a good conversation with a team member that had gotten discouraged and was ready to give up. So got him back on track. There you go.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing your win. Will, you're unmuted. I see you, Will, and then Anna.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah. So I've helped a few people even today with three ways. I helped Jason do a three-way, and he has a new enrollment because of that. Uh, my new partner, Bernice, is on as well. She signed on yesterday. So this is her first training tonight.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Welcome, Bernice, and welcome to Will's new person. Y'all hear that? Those three ways are hitting, they're popping. You want to make sure that you're doing those three ways. Thank you for sharing. Will, who's next? Y'all said no dead spaces. Let's go. Unmute and go ahead and share. Go ahead, Bernadette. I see you unmuted.
Hey everybody, I have a couple wins. One is I am now receiving daily pay because I got promoted to platinum director. And my other win was that I did a Facebook Live this week, yesterday actually, for the first time. So it was stepping outside my comfort zone.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Stepping outside of your comfort zone is always a big win. Welcome, welcome.
Hey,
To some new people just joined us. Welcome. And thank you for sharing, Bernadette. Okay, Lourdes, I see you
hey,
unmuted.
Bunmi.
Hey,
Oh,
go ahead. Was that Dawn?
yes.
Okay, go ahead,
Excuse me.
Dawn.
My wins for, the last several days, just pitching the ball more, getting some feedback, getting some no's, but pitching and getting a no. So I'm going for no, and I've been consistent this week.
Awesome. Consistency is the key. Y'all write this down. Consistency is the new currency.
Yes.
All right. Carolyn, and then Brandon, and then Lourdes.
Hi, this is Carolyn Whitten from New York. How are you?
Hey,
I
go ahead,
want to
Carolyn.
first
You're sounding a little far away.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay. Thank you. Thank you for all of your help as well. So I'm excited because I have three new people in the last couple of weeks, and I'm working on some more. And I'm constantly pitching the ball, and I'm excited. This
Awesome.
is it. Thank you. And
Congratulations on your building team and your enthusiasm. Great
yes,
job.
thank
Great
you.
job.
And
All right, next
congratulations to
person.
everyone else too that's winning.
Yes, yes, we're making it happen. Thank you, Carolyn. Who's next?
Yeah, I just want to just maybe share with you guys. Like, so I did talk to somebody like my barber. I've been kind of nagging her last couple of months, I would say, about it. She finally wants to join. So she's going to sign up this week. And then she's a travel barber, so she wants to get some other folks involved too. So I'm excited for her about that. And another thing, though, I do want to tell you guys, in regards to stepping outside your comfort zone. I also talk to businesses like companies, like so. I have a meeting with an apartment complex about trying to implement something like this for their tenants. And so that might be a little bit longer process, but sometimes, if you could do something like that, land like a company that has a bunch of tenants or something where they can kind of put something in place like that, it would be a huge win for yourself if you're able to land it. But don't limit yourself to just talking to people. Like I go to businesses, and like I said, the process might take longer, but if they like your idea and they like the concept, and they can see the benefit of it, they can implement this in their company, and you can instantly sign up a bunch of people. And that's kind of how I think about stuff. I try to look at hitting the home run, getting that home run ball, and so you don't want to just limit yourself to just talking to people. Talk to everybody. So, and that's kind of what I've been doing lately, just going to different businesses and seeing how we can implement that in companies and stuff. So, just wanted to
Awesome.
share that with you guys.
All right. Well, congratulations to you, Brandon. Hey, if you do business with people, have them do business with you. To talk to his barber. We got a lot of people we do business with that we should be talking to. Thank you, Brandon. All right. Who's next? Lourdes.
Okay, so I posted my video when my daughter came down and went to Disney, and I didn't put my name or anything, but people that saw it, that I got a someone DM me about the video, and it was a family member who at first didn't want to have nothing to do with it. They turned around and DM me and asked me what my daughter was doing and how did I help her save money. And this was one of my nieces who DM me. So now, even though she's seen the videos, been on the calls, now that she saw my daughter went and did something, and then my daughter posted in her page about the pretzel, buy one, get one free. Now my niece is really wanting to get into it more. So she's trying to find money so she can join.
Awesome. Thank you, Lourdes. It pays to be loud on social media. Share what you're doing. Closed mouths don't get fed. So definitely social posting is something you want to make sure you're doing. All right, we got Barbara. Go ahead, Barbara.
Yeah, I had a new enrollee, and she enrolled through a website. It was came up as Travorium. It wasn't direct to her sponsor, and I was able to contact customer support, explain what the situation was, and they were able to correct that, and she is now properly placed. And this is people who are going to look up Travorium. There are people who are using the site, but they have their link to it. Though it says Travorium.com, it looks like Travorium, but it goes to a different place. So to be careful on when you're signing up people that they have the correct site and sponsor ID.
Oh, well, listen, congratulations on the sign up. Congratulations, the person got placed correctly. And yes, always make sure when you're signing someone up, they get to that enrollment page that they see your name or your company name, whatever you have on that enrollment page to make sure they are at the right place. That's why I always like walking people through. Thank you, Barb. Thank you, Barb. Okay, we got May and then Merle and I see you unmuted. So
Yes, yes.
okay. May, Anna, Merle, and then we'll make Merle, that last one.
Okay, my one was I completed my 21-day challenge. And when life is life and going through adversity and opposition, staying plugged in and staying close to the fire. Still pitching the ball. No more yeses yet, but I'm not giving up because I will get one. I mean, oh no, so far, but I'm still pitching that ball.
Right. Awesome. Thank you for sharing, May. All right, who is the next person?
That'll be me.
Hey, go ahead,
I'm like May. I'm pitching the ball also. And on June 28th, I have a community affair I'm going to be doing, talking about Travorium and pulling in, getting in signups for Travorium. So that's my win.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Anna and Merle. We'll end with you. Merle, do you unmuted? Do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. I thought Anna was going before me.
That was
Yeah,
Anna. She just finished.
I just wanted to share that I thank Bunmi and Bernadette for yesterday. It really sparked me because today I met somebody new. I had to deal with her spiritual part first, got her number, and I'll be checking in with her this week. And some people that I knew that I never even had on my list, I will be talking to. So yesterday, New Night Me really get me excited to
Hey,
want to
so a
talk
lot of
to
people
other
don't
people.
don't know what happened yesterday. You got to let them know what happened yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. I'm sorry. I went over to Bumi's house, and she challenged us to do a Facebook Live, which I did, and to call people. I had to walk up my box, people that I never thought I would call, and call them, and got response. So I was excited. That excited me.
Awesome, guys. Stepping out of your comfort zone is where the growth is. So congratulations to you, Merle, for that. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for sharing those wins. As we move on, we're going to let me give you guys a tip. All right, let me give you guys a tip. When you are sharing, like words have power. Be careful what you speak. When you're sharing your wins, when you're sharing in the group, there's no reason to say, I'm only getting no's. Only no's yet. Like you don't want to, your words create the fact and is what crystallizes. So you don't have to say, oh, I'm only getting no's. Just you can say, I'm excited because my yeses are on the way. So you focus on the positive part. Okay. We all get no's, so you don't have to say it. That is what it is. But we're going through the numbers and my yeses are coming. All right. So that's what you want to share. So, all right, so let's move on. So we got new people, a lot of new people joining, which is phenomenal. And I want everyone who's new, I kind of shared with you about our team, but I want to say a little bit more about it because the team is the theme with us. So we're each individuals, but we're learning how to move as a unit, and we want everyone here on the team who wants to rise up, to grow in rank. And so as we ascend the ranks of Trevorium, we're doing it in unity. So there were some who said, oh, hey, I've been staying close to the fire. That is very important because when you are being active in the chat, when you're sharing wins, when you're encouraging others, when you are getting on the Zooms, when you are learning from attending the trainings, and when you're learning from attending the presentations, all of that is called staying close to the fire. When you're checking in with your sponsor, when you're checking in with your accountability partner, what does that help to do? That helps to keep your belief high, keep your motivation, keep your enthusiasm. And you've got to understand, this is business. This ain't just one of them things. You have decided, for those of you who want to build an income, to step your foot into the largest industry in the world, the $10 trillion travel, entertainment, and lifestyle industry that over the next 9 years is going to be growing by trillions. So you have a business in this $1 trillion industry. So you got to think of yourself as an entrepreneur because you are. And when you are in business, business can't survive without making a profit, right? So we're here to make a profit, but we're also here to make an impact. I put out a post about this today. And so we're here to make an impact and improve people's lives. So it's about, as you share, and you may be sharing with individuals, but you are bringing them onto the team, helping them to stay close to the fire so that they will get the energy from what's going on with the team. So for example, if you sign up and you're not plugging into anything, if you're not attending the trainings, if you don't add to the team chat sometimes or go there and see what's happening, if you're not staying close to the fire, you will cool off and you will forget what you're even excited about. But what did Merle and Bernadette do? Yesterday, they came to my house to be in the energy of us all working together. And they said, oh my gosh, being here, us together, I did more. I was more productive. I pushed myself. I did things that I would not have done if I wasn't in the group. All of that is staying close to the fire. So we're spread out. We're on Zoom. Not everybody has people in their area. I'm not near everybody, but certainly those of you who are in this area, we can continue getting together. We can do what we did in person on Zoom. We'll be doing that. But you guys just starting to plug in or keeping yourself plugged in your team plugged in will go a long way to helping them to last through the learning curve. Write that down. I must last through the learning curve. My team must last through the learning curve. I'm not just talking at you, I'm teaching you a principle now, okay? Because when you show up in business, most people who join home-based businesses, because there's no barrier to entry and is less than $400 to sign up, a lot of people who would not have invested, like I tell you all, my daughter has spent 20 some thousand already for starting a home care agency, right? So a lot of people who don't have tens of thousands to start a business, they start in network marketing because it's a no barrier to entry, right? A couple $100. And so people who have never done business before, a lot of them step their toe into business first with network marketing. So they have to develop the mindset of an entrepreneur, the mindset of a business person. You've got to develop skills to do business, to build business. If I came on your job and you're a nurse, I wouldn't know what I was doing. I wouldn't be good at the beginning. But it doesn't mean that I wouldn't get good over time. But I can't say in my first 90 days, oh, I can't do this. I'm still just learning. So you got to teach your team that they've got to last through the learning curve while they are building the skills. And so the first year is your what unmute. What kind of year did I tell you the first year is? It's called a what? It starts with a P.
Practice year.
Yes. Y'all hear that? Unmute. What's the first year?
Practice.
What's the first year?
Practice.
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 Practice year. Your first year is your practice year.
Practice. Yeah.
Now, we've been in this business, some of us from the beginning, 6 months.
Practice.
Our team is new. Practice year. These 6 months went so fast. And probably you weren't consistent the whole 4, 5, or 6 months, okay? Before you know it, it will have been a year. So I'm saying a year goes fast. That first year is your practice year, the year that you start learning what it is to do. You don't know, typically, unless you built organizations before, how to build a thriving organization. So it's your practice year. So number one, you got to learn what to do. Merle came yesterday
What to do.
and she started learning what to do. Now, once you learn what to do, then you gotta do what you learn. All of this takes time. So a person who does not know this mindset and this is the way things work, they'll sign up, kind of think because they're in, they count that as their day one, thinking money just to kind of supposed to start coming to them just because they're in, and that's not how it works. And so then what happens if it doesn't happen fast enough, then they'll feel like, oh gosh, it's not going to happen for me. Not realizing, well, wait a minute, you didn't even start learning the skills, and then you didn't start doing the work for a long enough period of time to get better. You can't get better at prospecting. You can't get better at social influence. You can't get better at closing or doing three ways or the invitation process of inviting if you're not doing it consistently over enough period of time. So you can be in the business, a person can be in the business for 5 months. And in that 5 month period of time, there's somebody that can share with 20 people in 5 months. And there's somebody that can share with 100 people in 5 months. And there's somebody else that can share with 500 people in that same amount of time. The person who is sharing with the most people, they're getting the most practice. They're putting themselves in the position to get better because they're having more conversations. So it's not about how many months that anybody has been in. It's really your hours logged in doing the work, having the conversations, doing income producing activities. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? And does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yes, it makes sense. Yes, it does.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So most of what you're going to be learning here, honestly, guys, everything starts in the mind. Your winning, your success is a mental game. It's an inside job. And you've got to learn how to win at the mental game of success. And so these are principles and things you got to understand. So when people get discouraged, you're like, wait a minute, you just joined. You haven't even learned yet, right? And then you haven't even started doing what it is that you are learning enough to get good. So that's something that's really, really important. Staying close to the fire, close to the big group. Now, when new people come in, we need to make sure that we help to get them off to a really good start. So in 2006, I went to a seminar by a woman named Danny Johnson. And so she was teaching people how to make really good full-time money in network marketing. She had been homeless, living out of her car. Business wasn't working for her. She went to a seminar that changed everything and she became a multimillionaire in her 20s. One of the things that she said is when people first join, you really got to nurture them. You kind of got to protect them and treat them like a newborn baby in the beginning because they're fragile. When people hear no's, like they're all excited when they join. And when they start hearing no's at the beginning, they go from a 10 down to a 3. And then eventually, man, if enough people don't say yes to them in the beginning, it's crickets. Like, where are they? They're not showing up. Oh, I don't think this is for me. Well, it's not that it's not for them, is that they got so discouraged that they couldn't deal with the rejection. And now they're making the decision or the excuse of, oh, it's not for me. So, what I want you to make sure that you do is in the beginning, as we are nurturing and helping the new people, don't just sign them up, but we got to help them to get the result that they want. So, write this down. There's a couple things you need to make sure that you're sending the new people. So, the getting started checklist. All right, we have a checklist that's getting started as my number on there, as Cynthia's number for 3 ways. They can add the number of anybody else in their upline who does 3 ways. It just gets them acclimated to the business. It shows them the calendar where they can go to learnthistraining.com and see the calendar of events for the company. It talks to them about getting on the baseball system training, just step by step doing their verification. So make sure you're sending them their getting started training. The other thing that a new person needs to do is to subscribe to our team email list. Now, most of you are on it, so you had the link. I can post it again, but keep this link in your notes so that when new people join, you can send it to them. When they subscribe, automatically a new member orientation is sent to them. Now, we have 2 new member orientations. One that they were just done at 2 different times. Both of them are good. So there's one that they get automatically when they subscribe. And then some of you have the last one where we did, where it's in 2 parts because when we were doing it, it got like cut off. And that's on YouTube. And I've posted the YouTube links. If you need it again, I can get it out to you again. In fact, let me write that on my list to email. I'll email that to you again, orientation links. Okay. So new members need an orientation. Now this month, we'll do another live orientation, but we have recordings already for the new people. You need to get that to them. What else do you need to get them? The conference call schedule. So we have the conference call schedule in a graphic. You need to make sure you send that to your new person. We have the baseball system on the home run system in a graphic where it shows them step 1, pitch the ball. Step 2, send a video. Step 3, ask them what do they like about what they heard. So that's something that a new person can look at a glance and they can see how to do the baseball home run system. The other thing that you want to do with a new person, this is optional. We like to welcome people with the infographic that has the music, their face comes up and all that. So if you want to welcome your new person with that, it's totally optional. You send me $5, I'll send to the graphics guy, and he creates that. And you can send that as send it to your new person, like as a little gift for them, welcoming them. They can use it to post, and then you can use that to welcome them in the WhatsApp chat and in our Facebook groups. Speaking of Facebook groups, that's another thing you need to make sure that you do. Now, it tells them on the getting started checklist to have their sponsor to send them to send them the link for the Facebook groups. But remember to do that. What are the Facebook groups that you want to add people to? Anybody know?
The big group.
All right. So we have a group for our team, the Bit group. What else? What's the first one?
WhatsApp, rank up group.
Monetizing your dream life.
Right. Monetizing my dream life. That is the Trevorium Facebook group for Cynthia's team, monetizing my dream life. So you send that to them. You can add them to our team group, the big group. And also, what I like to do as well is to connect people to the Travorium page. That is not a group, that's a page. But if they stay connected to the corporate page, that's always a good thing. So they see from all over the world who are coming in. There are presentations that are being done that are shared to that page that you can just share to them. So you want to connect them to the Travorium page, okay? So that's the getting started checklist. Subscribe to the email list. Give them the conference call schedule. Graphic. You want the baseball system graphic, and get them in the Facebook groups and Travorium page. Okay. I will also, hopefully you wrote that down, but I will create a list of those things and post it in the chat. But any picture picture or video that's ever been posted in the WhatsApp chat, you can go back and when you go to Rank Up Travorium Big Group, you can go to that's another thing. Who was that? Somebody said add them to the WhatsApp chat. Make sure you do that. If a person wants to build, if they're not a builder, don't want to build, you don't have to add them to the rank up. But that rank up chat is for people who say, well, I want to rank up. I want to build. I want to be in the energy of those who are building the business. So when you learn to move through WhatsApp, there's a place that says media, links, and docs. So you cannot see anything that was put into WhatsApp before you joined. So a new person might say, oh, I don't see anything. But they'll start the new things that are added, they'll start seeing those images and those links. But some of you who have been around, look under media. You'll see all the photos and all the videos that have ever been uploaded to our WhatsApp chat. When you see links, anything that's a URL, a link to a video, a link to a YouTube, a link to trainings, a link to everything, it's in that chat. A link to subscribing to the email list, is under links in WhatsApp. And the docs would be, I had uploaded the ultimate memory jogger and something else. So that that's in there as well. Okay, so that was about getting our new people off to a great start. Anybody have any questions about that or anything they want to add that I forgot? All right, we're all good. All right, let's move on. Now, announcements. Two things I have to announce. Don't forget that Las Vegas is coming up soon. We're in June, y'all. Time waits for no man. So at the end of next month, July 25th and 26th is the Travorium Leadership Conference. So my first full month in Travorium was November. They started talking about this leadership conference that was happening in February, the beginning of February. And I knew I didn't have an option. I had to go because I said, with the goals that I have for Travorium, I got to get to the event. I got to learn this company. I want to meet the CEO. I want to feel the people. I want to get in the energy. So I made sure that I made my way intentionally there because it's in alignment with my goals of where I wanted to go. I was in Travorium. I wanted to get Travorium in me. So if you want to get Travorium in you, then consider attending the event in Las Vegas. Congratulations to some of you. A lot of you have already gotten your ticket. But look in the back office and you'll see the information of how to register. The ticket price went up June the 1st, but it was only by maybe $25 or something like that. So you have options if you just want to attend the training. I know the ticket is $125. That's 2 days of training for $125. And also they have a buy 3 tickets, get 1 free. So you can get together with people on your team or on this team or whatever. If you want to do that, you get a little discount. Buy 3, get 1 free. If you add in the masquerade ball, that is on Saturday. So the masquerade ball, oh no, excuse me, that's not on Saturday. I forget what day. I think that's actually on Friday. So if you add in the masquerade ball, then you can get a combo ticket. It was 300, so maybe it's like 325 now or something like that for both things. So you can decide what you want to attend. If you just had to pick one, it would definitely be the 2 days of training. So the masquerade ball is optional. Now, to book your room, they have a block of rooms in your back office that you can go to and secure a room that way. Or you can go into your back office and look under plum benefits, travel site new, travel site old, and get a rate that you like through your travel site. So it's up to you. In the that block of rooms that they have isn't going to guarantee the lowest rate. So just you do your own homework and research. You can stay at the Westgate where the event is going to be, or you can stay somewhere else. It's totally up to you. But definitely you want to make your way to Las Vegas and get a goal of going across the stage, getting recognized. Man, some of you all who are you're one star, you've made one star, you're gonna go up front. Platinums, you're gonna go up front and get recognized. Some of you all are gonna be two-star by that time. You're gonna get your recognition. So I certainly would not miss attending that event. And then the other update is this: after 14 days of someone being in the business, like people have 14 days before in which they can cancel, right? So any promotion that we have, they at least have to wait 14 days to receive their like cruise certificate or whatever. So in on June the 14th or 15th, that's when I'm going to come to everybody and say, okay, everybody who joined in May, send me their information, or here's how you go about securing the cruise certificate. So just know the middle of the month, that's where we will be doing that. They will have what, like 18 months or 2 years in order to take the trip. Okay. But congratulations to all of you all who help people get positioned in May and earn the cruise incentive. That's not anything that Travorium offered. That's something that I was doing for our team. But remember, when a person joins Travorium, they automatically get the incentive trip that the company gives for everybody who joins. Now, I don't think any of us have taken that incentive trip. Now that we have one world tour under our belt, those of us who went to Punta Cana, we still fired up and excited about that. So keep on posting. Even if you did not go to Punta Cana, you should be sharing the pictures of your team in Punta Cana and creating content around the videos and the photos from all of us who've been sharing from Punta Cana. But now, what about our free incentive trip? So we need you guys go in your back office, click on incentive trip, start thinking about where you want to go, and let's start using those incentive trips. It doesn't have to be anywhere far; it can be right in your backyard. But we need to get start using that product as well. All you do is pay the taxes, right? So that'll be easy for you to take advantage of. All righty, let's see. We got 15 minutes. Let's go to compensation. Each week, I want to do a little something on the compensation, just so you can be growing and learning in that area as well. Because we're here to make an impact, but you want to impact your finances as well. A lot of you showed up because you're like, man, I love to travel, I love to save money, but I need an additional stream of income. I want to replace Social Security. I want to replace my job income. I need more income. If you're here because you need more income, I need you to unmute and say, that's me. Who here is here because they'd like to build a stream
That's
of income?
me.
That's me.
That's
That's
me.
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 That's
That's
me.
me. Me.
That's me.
Me,
Ah,
That's
sure.
me, me,
Me.
That's me.
Okay.
me.
That's me.
That's
Awesome. I hear
me.
you, Marvin. Awesome.
That's
Awesome.
definitely me. That's definitely me.
Me.
Me too.
Okay, all right. So, you're going to learn this compensation so well that you will be able to teach it. But I want you all to understand. I'm going to break down a couple parts of the compensation. So, in fact, let me see if I can share my slide as we are talking. Let me see. So I'm gonna try to pull this up. All right. So I'm gonna try to talk through this as I'm pulling this up. So somebody tell me, when you sign up your first person in Travorium, what is it that you receive in compensation?
$50.
Okay, who was that?
Anna?
Okay, and Anna said $50. Is she
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
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 Yes. Now, what
Yes.
do we call that $50? Does anybody know what the company calls that?
Direct sales bonus.
Yes, direct sales bonus. There is a chart that we have that shows the compensation, and it says DSB. So, ever if you see DSB, that stands for direct sales bonus. Now, after, okay, there we go. All right. Can y'all see this chart right here?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So you see where it says DSB 50?
Oh, yes.
DSB-50.
All right.
Okay.
So when you sign up a person, this is platinum. All we do is sign up platinum. We don't have anybody on our team that's not platinum. It doesn't make sense to be anything but platinum. So all this is based on platinum membership. You're going to receive $50. So that's the minimum that you will ever receive for a platinum sign
Yeah.
up. Okay. Now,
Right
here.
The guy that purchased.
Wait a minute. Y'all mute out. Mute out. Somebody's talking about the guy that's doing something. So make sure you press mute. Okay. So $50. Now, what happens once you have referred three? What does that open you up for? Once you have three platinum members, then you start receiving what?
Coded bonuses.
Daily pay.
Yep. But before we get to coded bonuses, let's talk about the daily pay.
Oh, I'm
So,
sorry, daily pay.
yes, you start receiving this daily pay. How much is the first daily pay that we receive?
$4.45.
Yeah.
445
$4.45. How many days a week do you get that?
Every day.
every day.
Yep. So how many days a week is it?
7 days a week.
Every
7
day.
days a week. 7 days a week. Now,
365 days a year.
that's right. 365.
Holidays, Christmas, 4th of July.
That's right. As now, what happens if one of those three falls off? Will you get your daily pay?
No, ma'am.
No, you
No.
got to have three. So this is what we want to do for this team, guys. Let's think four. Okay. Why? Because you want insurance. Everybody say insurance.
Insurance.
Insurance. So I want you to
Insurance.
think, look, I'm going to get my four. You're going to put two on the left and two on the right. Let me get my four. Because sometimes people are like, oh, that's right. I canceled my credit card. I forgot. Oh, you know what? My account went overdrawn. I mean, people just is different things. People's um uh 135 may not go through. You want to have the insurance of having four instead of just three so that you don't miss your daily pay. Now, if you're getting $4.45 every day of the month, what does that cover?
Your
Your membership.
membership fee.
Yes,
The membership fee.
your membership fee. So what happens with this company is they hold back that 135, and I love this because this guarantees your residual. This guarantees that people who are building they're always going to be paying their membership. That locks in that residual for you. So if you see you got 600 in your account, what you have access to is 600 minus the 135 because they're going to hold back that 135 in order to pay for your membership. So you got to have that 135 in there. 445 times 30 days equals 137 actually. And so you actually going to have $2 left over, but so it's enough to pay that 135. Now, Will said, once you have three, what is your rank called once you refer three?
Platinum director.
Platinum director. Thank you, May. Now that opens you up to something called coded bonuses. So you see in the column where it says DSB 50, but it says 5, 15, 25, 35.
Yes.
That these are called coded bonuses. This is the amount that you get in a bonus in addition to the direct sales bonus when somebody joins. So now that Bernadette is a platinum, her next person that she sponsors, how much will she get?
$55?
Yes. She's going to get 55. She's going to get 50 plus this 5. Also, once Bernadette is a platinum and she brings in Charles, when Charles brings in Dan, how much money will Bernadette get because Dan joined?
$25.
Nope.
The
For
$5
the 15.
bonus.
$5.
Right, the $5. See right there?
$5.
So whatever rank that you're at,
Mm-hmm.
once you get to that rank, everybody who comes in from that point, like when you open up that new coding room, and you'll
Mm-hmm.
understand this as you start to
Mm-hmm.
do it,
Mm-hmm.
then you're going to start receiving this new additional money. Okay.
Okay, but stop right here, Bunmi. So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought the third person, okay, so if I bring you in, you bring Cass in, I would get $50 and then no, yeah, I would get $50 and then you would get 25
Where are you getting 25 from?
No.
because
We're looking.
I thought I've seen that
Well,
before.
25 is down here, 2-star. So you see how as you rank up, your coding
Uh-huh.
bonus gets bigger. But at a platinum, it's $5. When you get to
Okay.
1-star, now you get the 50 plus the 15, or you just get 15 when the other people in your 1-star coding room brings people in. And when you
Okay.
get to 2-star, you get
Okay.
the 50 plus 25. Now you're getting $75 for each platinum that you refer.
Okay.
But once you get to 2-star and you open up your 2-star coding room, from all of those people, now you're getting 25, 25, 25, 25. So these coding bonuses really start to add up, okay?
Mhm.
This is
Mhm.
called leverage. This is over time, your team, when your team gets active and you look, you go to sleep, you got a certain amount in your back office, you wake up, people have joined, now you got this extra coding money from the efforts of other people. So it'll be realer to you because as you
Mhm.
start working and doing the
Right.
business
Right.
and your people
Mhm.
start working, but every single thing, action that you get paid for is detailed out in your back office and you will see it when it comes in. Now, one more thing to do to let you guys know. You have to place the people. So if you got 3 and you haven't placed that last person yet, you're not going to start getting your 445 until you've placed them in the binary. So people can stay in your waiting room for 7 days, but try to place them as soon as you can. You can keep them in there a couple days to try to figure out where you want them to go, but they're not really considered a part of your genealogy until you place them in your binary in either the left leg or the right leg. And I will show you with your sponsor, if they know, will show you how to do that. So as we end up this compensation part, guys, print out the compensation at a glance. That'll help you to keep focus on what you need. Most of the team, because everybody's new, is working on this platinum, getting their 3. But we're not on this team. We're not saying get your 3. We're saying get how many?
4.
4.
Or more.
4. And that is for what? It starts with an I. 4 for what?
Insurance.
Insurance, right? Okay. And then so you're going to tell your people they're going to put 2 on the left and 2 on the right. Equals
Mm-hmm.
4. Okay. Any questions? All right. So now let's
Boomy?
get. Hey, go ahead, Cass.
Yeah, the reason I had my hand up is because when you were talking about getting a 445, the daily pay. So I wanted to make sure everybody understands because it has happened to a couple people. We do have some new people. When you place the people, because we're doing a binary, you have to have at least 1 in each leg, but you need 3. So you're going to have 2 in one leg and 1 in the other. If all 3 of them are in the same leg, you are not going to get that daily pay.
Thank you. Yep. Good. Great.
That's good to know.
Yes, great point. So you see that right here where it says left side 1, right side 2. This is what you're
Mm-hmm.
talking about. Or it could be left side 2, right side 1. It don't matter, but it can't be everybody in one leg. All righty.
Boomy,
Yes, go ahead, Deborah.
can I bring up after you share your information, the first person joins you, you do get your Travorium card.
That's right. Absolutely. You get your Travorium Pay card after
When
that
do you
first
get it?
person.
After you bring in the first person.
And that the cost for that is $14.95. You'll see that come out of your commission. And I think you get an email telling you how to set that up. All right.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Now we cannot get off of here. Let me stop sharing without talking about June the 10th. So let's talk about June the 10th because you have a commitment that probably, what was, I don't know, 6, 8 weeks ago, you committed to a certain number of people that you wanted to personally sponsor, that you were going to personally sponsor towards our larger team goal. And so there are a couple of things that I wanted to share. Where was it? I wrote something down in reference to this team goal. So first of all, I want you right now on the piece of paper that you have in front of you, write down that number, please. Write down your commitment number. Write down that commitment. Write down that commitment number in front of you. Okay. Is there anybody who that we have on here who has fulfilled their commitment? Anybody who has fulfilled their commitment?
Yes,
have.
Bunmi Moore and Jerry Stewart.
Yes, well, those two ladies have. Anybody else?
I have Bernadette.
What, Bernadette, was your commitment?
3.
All righty, success clap, please. Boom.
Boom.
Got it done early. Got it done early. Fantastic. Anybody else? Anybody else signed up at least one person towards their commitment?
I have.
I have.
Okay.
I have.
Awesome. All right. All right. So you're making your way. That's success. So Earl Nightingale said success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So I want y'all to understand you are being successful. If your goal is 4 and you've gotten 1, guess what? You're making progress, right?
Yes.
If your goal is 4 and you got your pipeline filled, nobody has come out yet, you are making progress. I really, one of the things I want to do with this team is really help you all to think in a more effective way that gets you positive results. Because the average person thinks, oh my God, I only got 10 days and I ain't got nobody yet. And all these people saying no. And you're crystallizing that into fact. What you focus on expands. Y'all got to understand that. That's why I want y'all to stop saying, everybody's saying no. I'm only getting no's. Okay, then that's going to be your reality. You guys got to watch your words. And you got to be an intentional creator because you're creating. And you got to be intentional about this creating that you're doing. You are a creative being. You have so much power. I want y'all to understand. So for June the 10th, right? We got 10 more days, 9 more days. It's not about perfection, guys. It's about persistence. It is about having a winning mindset. We have a championship team, and we're going to keep pushing until that day. And when that day comes, we're going to keep on pushing, okay? So it's not about perfection. It's about persistence. But 10 days of consistent focused action can change everything. Write that down. You need to tell yourself that. You need to go to sleep thinking that, you know what, 10 focused days of consistent action can change everything. It can create an energy, a magnetism that will attract people to you and get you progress towards that goal. So if you're feeling far away, and I know some of y'all, you're feeling like, dang, I thought I had somebody by now, right? If you're feeling far away, don't count yourself out. Don't do it. You got to pull up that championship mindset and you got to dig in. Write down, it's time to dig in. It's time to go harder. 10 days of that consistent focused action can change everything. So it's time to get bold. It's time to get loud. It's time to, link arms. When I say link arms, like maybe you haven't been staying in contact and you haven't been doing the peek and pass and you've just been talking to people yourself, but you haven't been passing them to me with 3 ways or passing them to Will or Anthony, whoever is your team leader that does those 3 ways for you. You got to link arms and get that energy going and get bold. And I need us to move in belief, okay? It's just the best thing to do is to believe. Believe it's already done. Believe that you can do it. Believe in your unlimited power. Like, just do something fun. Because I was doing this affirmation the other morning. I was talking to myself about how I am a intentional, abundant creator, that I am radiating limitless possibilities. And I was just like, you know what? Let me have some fun with this. Somebody can call me today and say, I got 500 people on my team. We've been looking for something. I want to join now. Yeah, that's possible. Radiate limitless possibilities. You know what can happen today? I can look in the back office today and overnight, like 50% of the team could have signed up 3 people. And it's like, oh my gosh, we like double overnight. Like radiate limitless possibilities. And when you get unafraid to just speak like those things that maybe you never imagined, maybe they feel like they're miracles, but just getting the energy of that, it's going to raise your vibration and more of the good things that you want will happen to you. So I need you to move in belief, okay? Believe in what's possible. Don't let that little negative man to be on your shoulder think, why are you saying that? Because you know that's not going to happen. No, no, press through and start speaking what you want. Y'all know, are overheard in church. Speak it into existence. Call those things that are not as though they were. This is a God given power. It's a power that God has given you using the power of your words, of your imagination. You use these powers that he's given you. A lot of you is just lying dormant. But on this team, you're going to learn how to awaken these powers. And if you start using them consistently, you're going to walk in it every day. So we're going to move in belief and unity. And we are going to know as a team, we are unstoppable. We're brand new here with Trevorium. Cynthia's been there connected to Trevorium for 5 years. We are brand new and we are doing great things already, but we haven't seen nothing yet. We will be an ambassador factory team. Right now, we're working on being like a 2-star factory. We want to just keep popping out, 2 stars, and that's going to help everybody to rank up. But we want people to hear of the big group. Oh, you from the big group? You from the big group? The big group is unstoppable, and we move in unity. So as billionaires in training, we don't break under pressure, we break through it. Y'all hear me? We don't break under pressure. It's 10 days. Don't get nervous. Don't get timid. Don't get fearful. We break through. We are strong and we are champions moving in unity and belief. And we're going to create some great things in this next 10 days. So I want to congratulate you all because the last 2 days of the month were awesome. The energy was high. People were getting put in. I was doing 3 ways in the store. I was signing people up while walking around Hobby Lobby for you guys. It was just a really great. We ended the month strong. And now let's keep that momentum as we open up June. And let's do some amazing things this month as well as you push towards fulfilling that commitment. Anybody have any comments or anything they want to share for the good of the team before we go?
I do. I have a question and a curiosity. So I have some family coming down in July. So I've been telling them about my business and they're willing to book with me. So I have to look for flight, car rental, and resort or Airbnb, plus tickets to Universal. So my question is, I see how I I benefit from tickets to the theme park. So how would I benefit from the flight, the rental car, and the hotel? How do I benefit booking it for them?
So we don't have the travel agent model in this business. That's what I love. We're not travel agents. We don't make money booking travel for other people. We're a membership based model. So everybody has their own membership. So we have the ability, like you were able to give your daughter a discount. We can print out things in our back office to let people, save some money off of eating out and things of that nature. But each person needs to have their own membership. That's how we make money from selling the lifestyle memberships, not from like we don't book for people. So each person having their own membership. That's why we have to verify our identity. So like when you book a getaway, you can bring other family members with you, but it has to be the person checking in whose account it is. Hotels, like you can't book a hotel for your child. You got to be there to check in. Then you can leave and they can use it, but it has to be for the person who's the owner of the membership.
Can I ask a question about that, Bunmi?
Yeah.
You know, you've already.
You got me, John. You're on mute.
I thought I unmuted. Okay. Sorry. I was thinking, I was at the same topic. Can you, like, if you're going somewhere, can you get extra rooms for another person at the same rate? Like if they're not in Travorium?
Yes, you can get rooms, but it's going to be in your name. And so other people can stay in the room, but you've got to be there to check in. And then whoever is staying in the room can stay in the room, but it's you getting it in your name because you are the owner of the membership. So it's just like I don't know where you live, but we have like BJ's Wholesale Club, we have Costco. You have to have your membership ID with your face on it. If you give that to your family member and they try to walk in like they're not supposed to do that. You got to have your own membership. So what we want to do, guys, is share the benefits and the value of each person having their own membership. So these people who kind of want to ride on your coattails, they realize, you know what? I need to get my own membership because it's costing me more money not to have this than to have it. So that's what you want to do. Share the value so people will say, man, I need this membership in my life. Okay, that's what you want to do. Have them to get their own membership.
And then, guys,
Booming.
you got to be careful. Excuse me, this Anna. You got to be careful about that too, about getting rooms for other people, because guess what? You're going to be responsible for those rooms. So all I'm saying is, just beware of that. If you're going in getting rooms for other people and they're going in, they're having parties or whatever, they're under your membership. You just got to be careful of that. That's all.
All right, thank you. And who else? Crystal, were you trying to say
Booming.
something?
Yeah, I just got a testimony. Like you said, you got to speak words of encouragement yourself. I didn't get to go to Punta Cana, so I was sitting there watching the videos, and I was like, I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to Vegas. God bless me. My flight was $300, and it got knocked down to $58
What?
for me to go to Vegas. Yes.
Wow.
So I'm like, God is moving. God is opening up doors. And I'm like, this is it. This is for me. I got blessed with the 58 round trip ticket from Southwest to go to the conference.
Well, let me get
Just get,
online
she
right now.
deserves a
She
sweat
do
strap.
that.
Boom.
I want to hear about that.
Hey, Crystal, put us on. Tell what was the process? What happened?
So before I joined Travoria, I've been working on my credit. So my credit score is close to 800. So they was like, oh, Southwest was like, oh, if you get a credit card with us, your flight will be $58 round trip.
Oh, okay. So that's how you did it. Look, there's always
That's how I
little.
did it, but that was none but God because I spoke it into existence. Like I'm getting to Vegas, I'm going to Vegas. I can't miss this conference. Lord, provide a way.
He
$58.
provided it.
I said, thank you, Jesus.
I know that's right. That's awesome. Congratulations. You never know how it's going to work out.
Yeah.
Trust and believe that there is a way. You don't know the way.
Yes,
As we say, the how is not your business, it's God's business.
right.
It's just your job to
Exactly.
believe. It's our job to believe and keep the faith. God will figure out the rest. That's
Well, I'm
great.
glad I'm correct. Crystal has explained that because I figured the only way you get a discount like that if they make you drive the plane. So thanks for
No.
telling us.
Speak it into existence. I
Right.
always believe you got to be specific when you go to God in prayer. I was like, it's meant. I need help with this flight. Like, don't give up. Our blessings are on the way. Like, God
Yes,
is
they are,
opening up doors
Crystal.
for this team.
Yes.
Just
Yes,
keep
they
pushing,
are,
y'all.
Crystal.
If you
Yes,
Amen.
only
yes,
believe.
they
Thank
are,
you for
Crystal.
that, for
Thank
sharing.
you. Yes, thank you so much, Crystal.
Oh, that's awesome.
Amen. Amen. Anybody else? Any more comments before we go? Anything else?
Yeah, I just want to say that my newest team member, Sharon Hill, just joined. She had to work tonight, and I just want to let everybody know that she's here and to welcome her to the team.
Okay, welcome Sharon. Everybody, welcome Sharon.
Welcome, Sharon.
Sharon.
Welcome,
Welcome,
Glad
Sharon.
to
Sharon.
have you. Welcome to the
Welcome,
family.
Deb.
Welcome, Sharon.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy to be here.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
And we are happy to have you.
Yes,
Thank
we
you.
are.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So this week, Tuesday is Cynthia's training. Wednesday is Show Me the Money. Thursday is the lifestyle membership. So there we go. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Those are the Zooms to plug into. We invite our guests Wednesday and Thursday, but we got all kinds of recordings. You got recordings from the Blitz. You got recordings from Cynthia. We got so much that you don't have to wait for the live. So it's up to you how to do it, but get them in front of the information ASAP. They can look at the recording and then still be on the live, because remember, repetition is key. The more times people see the presentation, it elicits up the desire within them. It helps their belief and their understanding. And just like Crystal told you the other week, she said, I saw the presentation 6 times. It was that 6th time that I said, oh, okay, I get it. And then she joined. She was on the Zoom 6 times. And now she's here. She's sharing. She's going to Las Vegas. So please don't think it's one and done. Please don't think, oh, I just already sent it to them. They saw it once. No, people got to see it over and over to build their belief, build their desire, and then they'll start keep coming out of the pipeline. Okay, guys. Well, I love you all. Let's have a phenomenal week. Again, congratulations to everybody who has put people in, who's moving closer to their goal, and who are going to reach their goal. And that is you, all of us together. Everyone achieves more. That's the acronym for team. So unmute and say good night to each other. And we'll
Good night.
see you in the
Good
chat.
Good
night.
night,
Good
everyone. Have a
night.
blessed
Everyone.
evening.
Good night.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Everybody, good night.
Good night,
Yeah.
Good night.
everyone.
Night,
Third
everyone.
reading.
Night.
Night, everyone.
Good night.
Happy June. Have a
Yes,
great
me too.
week
I'll
and a
let you know
great
if we do in
month.
the chat tomorrow. Lunch, the
Okay.
lunch and learn.
Thanks.
All right. See ya.
Thank
Bye-bye.
Lunch and learn.